The best ever sago dumplings I have made till now. Very easy to prepare, and that too with natural food colors which have been used in this recipe. This is worth trying. For this you need sago. Sago is also known as tapioca pearls and sabudana. For making this recipe I have taken 1 cup of sago, which is around 250 grams. You need to wash them before you start proceeding with the recipe. You need to clean them at least once or twice till the water comes out clean. You can also use a strainer for cleaning this, or else you can do it with your hands. Washing sago helps to eliminate the excess starch in the sago. Once the sago is cleaned, you need to soak them in water. Be careful about the amount of water you will be using while soaking the sago. The level of water in the utensil in which you will be soaking the sago should be at par. At par means that it should be at the level of the quantity of sago. There are various sizes of sago available in the market: small, medium and large. The larger the size, the better the taste. The quality of larger sago is much better. Now you can see the water quantity which I am keeping while soaking the sago. It is just submerged. These are the ingredients which I will be using for coloring my sago. I am using beetroot, carrot, coriander leaves and curry leaves. Beetroot will give a pink color and carrot will give an orange color, and coriander leaves and curry leaves together will give a green color. You can also use spinach instead to obtain the green color. Some portion of the sago I will not color or add anything so that it remains white. You need to portion the sago into 4 parts so that you get 4 different colors: white, orange, green and pink. Isn't it sounding interesting? And it will look appealing too. Now we will add salt in all of the bowls according to the quantity separated, and then we'll proceed further. Wash the greens nicely and put them in a grinder. Coriander and curry leaves gives a very good aroma, so these aromatic herbs will give flavor as well as color to the sago. So after grinding, you see the color of this paste, and now we'll add this whole paste into it. We are not draining out or we are not straining the paste because we want the coriander leaves itself. In that case, there is no wastage of any food product. We are also having the fibers along with it. Curry leaf paste, we also use it as a chutney or a dip, so you don't need to strain. But yes, if you want to have a very smooth finish, then it's fine. Adding the coriander and curry leaf paste will not affect the binding of the sago. It will get absorbed and flavorful. Look at the beautiful green hue. What is there? You just adjust the quantity of water at this point. Now it's time to peel the carrots. For this you need a peeler, and then we will grind it. After peeling the carrots, we'll peel the beetroot too. And be careful to keep them separate and grinding them separately so that the colors do not mix with each other and they remain separate. Beetroot has a distinct strong flavor, as well as its texture is very rough and it is sweeter in nature. I'll be using the whole beetroot because it will give a very strong color to the dish, as well as beetroot is quite healthy and you don't need to waste it, and even if it is added to the sago, it will turn very dark pink and it would look lovely. Right now I am chopping the carrots into the grinder and we will grind it into a paste. Add very little water and grind it so that you can control the water content in it, and the drier it is the better, and if required you add additional water to it. In case the pieces remain intact, you can grind it once again by adding a little more water to it, or else you can just have them like that, and whatever grinded carrot is there, that you include it in your recipe. And once you mix the carrot, you need to soak them. So depending on the water content in your carrot what you have grinded, you just adjust the quantity of water. If required, you add additional water to it, and it should be submerged. You can also use steamed carrot in this case, but I have used raw carrot. All the veggies I have used raw because while I will be cooking it, it will automatically get steamed. Look at the beautiful orangish hue. This hue is looking lovely and very soothing. Now let's see how much color it can absorb, because it's a natural food color. It won't be like the synthetic colors, yet the colors will be quite prominent and appealing. Now it's time for the beetroot. We will cut them into pieces and then we will grind them. Beetroot is coarse in nature, so it will take some time to grind. As little water you can add, just try to grind them with that. And even there are chunks of pieces left in it, you can either separate it and keep it aside, or else you can just let it be with the sago. It will get cooked automatically. But for the binding, the larger chunks you need to separate and the smaller chunks would hardly affect it. And adding this roughage to the sago will not affect the binding consistency. So don't be afraid that you need to strain the puree and then you have to use it. You can use it along with it. Add the beetroot paste with the sago and look at the color. It looks so beautiful. Once you mix it with the sago, you will see that the sago is becoming pink. It has started absorbing the color. When we had added the green coriander paste and the carrot paste, it will take some time to absorb the color, but beetroot is so strong that it has started to add color into the sago. You can also use beautiful edible flowers to achieve the colors. One portion of the sago has remained white and we have not added any colors to it. So see how beautiful it looks. White, orange, pink and green. They all look lovely. And these are the small sago. These small size sagos were there at home and I just thought of soaking them and adding it to the recipe so that I don't fall short of the white sago which I had already soaked. Now it's time to make the filling. For the filling we require onion, ginger, garlic, green chilies and curry leaves. These are the basic ingredients which we'll be adding. You can use anything of your choice. And we also need boiled potatoes. Peeling boiled potato is quite easy. You just boil them in a pressure cooker for 2 whistles and then just peel off the skin. It becomes easier to peel off. And then we will mash the potatoes. After mashing the potatoes, we will add it to the recipe. Just watch the steps how it is being done. For this recipe, I am using 2 potatoes. You can make any filling of your choice. Any kind of filling would just taste delicious and awesome in this recipe. So you can use your own favorite choices, whichever you want. You can mash the potatoes with your hands or you can use a hand masher with it. It's quite easy and it will save up your time. In this recipe, we'll be using sesame oil. Sesame oil gives a very good flavor. Then we will add black sesame seeds to it. When the seeds are spluttering, we'll add the curry leaves. It will give a very good green color and aroma. We'll add the onions and after a while, we'll add the ginger, garlic and green chilies as well. Making this potato stuffing is quite easy. It's a very quick recipe and you don't need lots of ingredients to it, and it is always available at home and it's easy to make. And it's a very simple recipe with a very minimum spices. They just taste lovely. You can use this filling for anything else as well. Add salt to the mixture and then you saute it so that the onion gets pink faster. Now it's time to add the potatoes. While sauteing the potatoes in the mixture, you just need to mash it with the back of the spoon. It will just smash itself and they are soft enough that it will just combine with the spices which we have added. These fillings are really very tasty and they are used in various other recipes as well. The combination of herbs and spices looks awesome. Now it's time to check the sago. The sago has swollen and it has doubled in size. You can see that they have become very soft. Just mash it with your fingers as much as you can so that they almost combine. And even if there are round sago particles in that or round like balls, it hardly matters. They will just stick to each other. So binding will not be a problem. You don't need to add any other binding agent. We have just added salt in this sago. Now we will proceed with the recipe. You can mash the sago with the back of the spoon as well. So mix it thoroughly and then we will take water so that we can dip our fingers and then pick up the sago to shape them. Similarly, we'll start mashing the other sago as well. At this point, You just need to check whether the sago has been swollen or not, because we have added the beetroot and that has roughage in it. So in case required, you can add a little water. Now look at the green color. Just ensure that there is not too much of water in it. Since the bowl is small, you need to be careful so that it does not fall apart. Slowly and steadily mash the sago. Even if you soak the sago for a longer period, it will not affect the quality of the sago. Minimum 2 to 4 hours you need to soak them. How is the orangish color looking? Though the carrot's color is a bit weak, so the white is more prominent, but once it is cooked, you can identify the orange color. Now we are ready with all the ingredients and the potatoes have already become cold, and now we will portion it into small balls, and the maximum number of balls which we can obtain from it, because this will be the filling of the dumplings. So we need to keep it ready beforehand. In a separate bowl we'll keep water so that we can dip our fingers, and then we will pick up some sago and we will spread it on our palm. After spreading, we'll pick up a small potato ball and we will put it in the center of the sago and we'll start folding it. Just gently press it upwards so that you can just cover the balls with the layer of sago. You can dip your fingers in between with waters to smoothen up the sago balls. Repeat the process with all of the sago balls which you will be making. You can give any shape to them. Shape is your choice. I have given a round shape and a flattened round shape which will look like a tikki or a bada, and it is stuffed inside. Just remember to handle different colors separately so that the color does not get mixed up with each other. Since I had also soaked the small size sago, so I will mix it with the remaining large size sago. So I was falling short of the white sago, so I have mixed both of them, and now I will be using it to complete my tikki. Now you see I have taken the orange color, how they look. The texture of the white sago is different, and the ones which I have added carrot is different. You can see it is much softer because the water content in it is bit more than the white sago. That is why it is soft, but you need to carefully handle. It hardly matters. Once you just make the balls and you just keep it aside, it will dry and absorb itself. So then handling them will be easier. So I have just shaped them and I will keep it in a plate, and since I am preparing it in advance, I will have it for dinner. So I will just make it and refrigerate it, and when I will be ready to use, I will take it. By that time, the texture of these dumplings will be perfect for making them. Since the vegetable residue has also been used, so it will add fiber to the dish. There is no wastage. We have utilized the whole carrot and beetroot and the coriander leaves with the recipe. So there is no wastage while preparing the food as well as while you will be having them. As you can see, I am transferring it to a bigger plate. Now we have taken the green sago. So this is a bit more softer than the carrot one itself. What do you think? The beetroot one can be handled better, the coriander one can be handled better, or the carrot ones? But all look so gorgeous. You can see the color. I have been able to obtain the national flag color. So this is Independence Day special contribution from my part. White, orange and green, representing our national flag. Using the natural ingredients, our vegetables which we are using, no synthetic colors have been added. It's totally organic. Cooking is fun. All the imaginative ideas what we have in our mind, we can just implement it in our food as well. Something whatever comes to your mind, definitely give it a try. It will motivate yourself and your confidence as well, that yes, you have been doing something in the right way or right manner, and you can contribute your knowledge to others. So the last portion of filling which was left, I am using it to make my own creation where I am layering the dumpling. So first I added the white sago and then I am covering it with the orange one. Then I will be using the beetroot one. I am not using the coriander one because very little sago is left and it's much more watery. So I have just kept it aside for now. and I am covering it with the pink one. It has become a large dumpling and handling it is a bit difficult. So let's see what happens once it is cooked. Enjoying these fun moments is really a blessing. Make the best out of it. Utilize it as much as you can. Now in the remaining white sago, we'll be adding potatoes, and all the remaining orange and green sago we will mix it with it, because the beetroot one we had finished it earlier. In this we'll add salt and grounded peanut. Peanut we can grind it in a mixie or else in a mortar and pestle. So I was in a hurry and my grinder was wet, so I needed dry peanut powder. So I need a coarse powder, so I am grinding it in a mortar and pestle. Using this mortar and pestle is quite handy. You can even grind spices in it, roasted spices or any other spices which you need immediately. After coarsely grinding the peanut, we will add it to the mixture and we will mash it with our hands and mix it thoroughly. Thereafter, we will portion it into small balls and shape them as per we need. Since we already mixed the potato and salt into this mixture and not much of spices is required in this, it will taste delicious and we don't need to stuff anything in this. So we will just shape them and then we'll place it in a plate. We'll keep it handy. Whenever we require, we can just start cooking it. These dumplings can be shallow fried, deep fried or steamed. I am going to shallow fry them on sesame oil. Sesame oil will give a very good aroma and taste to the dish. Just slightly grease the pan. You don't need to add too much of it, and then we will start placing the dumplings. Prefer to keep the similar color dumplings at a time, and depending on the space available you can add the other colors as well, so that you avoid any color mixing into the dish. Use a spatula to pick up the dumplings and place it in the pan. This will avoid reshaping the dumplings. The texture of the dumpling will remain the same and it will not de-shape. Cover it with a lid and cook for some time, and then just overturn them. Now you can see that it has formed a shape and slightly golden. The sago is also getting cooked, and you can see we have not overcrowded the pan, and then we are overturning the other one. The orange one was a bit softer than the white one, so you can see it is quite soft while I am overturning them, but it has taken up its shape. You can also steam the dumplings. They will taste very delicious. Cover and cook it on the other side as well. While the dumplings are cooking, we will prepare the dip. So today I am making a chili dip. In this chili dip, I will be using chili oil, sesame oil, dark soya sauce and apple cider vinegar and a little of brown sugar. All the flavors will be infused in it. In this you don't need to add any other salt because soya sauce contains salt in it. You can also add gochujang paste in it. I have not used it, but it will taste delicious. And to beautify it, you can add white sesame seed in it. You can toast it or you can use it raw. It will just look gorgeous, as well as when you will sprinkle over the dumplings, it will look awesome. You can also use a green chutney or tamarind chutney for drizzling over the dumplings. This sauce you need to vigorously mix up. While you are preparing the sauce, don't forget that your dumplings is also getting cooked. Just overturn them, and once it's ready, you just take it out on a plate, and then you get ready for the next one. The next time you don't need to add oil. Once you feel that the pan is totally dry, then only add oil, or else you can cook it just like that. Don't hurry at this point or you might break the dumplings which are soft. Now slowly and steadily add the other colors, separating them and placing on the pan, and do not overcrowd, and cover it and repeat the process. We had to add brown sugar in the sauce, and now we will mix it again vigorously, and you see the consistency. This dipping sauce will really taste delicious. You can use this for drizzling it over the dumplings or any other recipes which you make. You can utilize this sauce in that as well. Since there was very little oil, you can see that the dumplings has browned a bit, and since the carrot and the coriander leaves are there, so it doesn't matter, the shallow fried dumplings will taste really delicious. The flavor will be totally different. Repeat the process. Now it's time to take out the carrot dumplings as well as the coriander dumplings. After cooking, the dumplings is looking much brighter, isn't it? The orange is quite prominent. Earlier when we had soaked it, it had a lighter hue, and now it's quite dark. So we'll add a little more sesame oil in the pan, and then we'll add the coriander dumplings as well as the beetroot ones. Don't overcrowd, just remember, and then cover it and repeat the process again. Look at this. So obtaining the Indian flag color is quite successful. Now let's go for the plating and see how I'm doing it. So first I am placing the white dumpling, and top of it I am adding the carrot dumpling, and in the bottom I am adding the coriander dumpling. Orange, white and green is the sequence of our national flag, and now I am drizzling the chili oil. This flavorful oil looks so beautiful, and you can sprinkle it just upon it and drizzle it as you wish, and look at it. Earlier it was a simple dumpling, and adding chili oil to it has just changed it and brought it to the next level, and it would also taste delicious. While you are plating, don't forget your dumplings which are getting cooked. The color of the beetroot dumplings has become so bright and it's looking gorgeous. Even the coriander ones is looking gorgeous. Just look at it. Once it is done, we will take it out, and by the time it's cooking, we will check the dumplings which we had decorated. Just see inside. The stuffing is looking so beautiful. It's soft from inside and chewy from outside. Now look inside the orange dumpling. We had not added turmeric, so it's looking white. The potatoes is white. Green and white combination looks the best because it's the visibility of the filling is much more prominent in the green dumpling. White one is almost getting matched to each other. So now the beetroot and coriander dumplings are ready, so we will just take it off after overturning, and we'll put it in a plate. Once we take off this dumpling, we will add the white dumpling which we had made with peanuts. That is also known as a bada or tikki, anything you can call it. So in that no stuffing is done. All the stuffings which we had added inside, we will just mix it with the dough, and those will look really delicious and they will taste amazing. Do not worry about the color of the dumplings because we have added the remaining carrot and coriander sago, and it is looking colorful. So now it's time to taste the dumpling which we have already prepared while the other one is cooking. So I'm just taking up. You can see the filling as well, and it's tasting time right now. So it's perfect and the taste is delicious. I am satisfied with what I have made. The sauce drizzled over the dumplings makes it heavenly. So now stick to the end to know what my creative venture will turn out. So this one, you can see it is slightly browned and it has taken the shape. It's so easy to prepare, and these sago dumplings will really taste delicious. These are also deep fried, and the shallow fried will also taste good. You can also steam this, and shallow frying will give an additional taste to it. So now it's time to check the beetroot one, but still it's hot, and see the white and pink combination is also looking good, and due to the beetroot itself, the outer layer has become sweeter in nature. It is recommended you can use beetroot in your recipe. Now you can see these dumplings are looking so gorgeous. It has cooked, it has taken its shape, and now it's time to overturn all of them and take it out of the pan. Slowly and steadily we'll remove this. This has got a firmer texture. You can see it's holding its shape nicely, and then I will be adding the creative one. So what do you think? Will the shape retain itself? Because it has got a thicker layer. I had tried to make it a ball, but it had flattened. So let's see what it turns up at the end. If you have watched till now, please do comment how you find this recipe, whether it's easy or it's tough. Now see, I'll be putting it with a spatula and just flatten it and smoothen the edges, and then cover it with a lid and then cook it. Look at these sago dumplings, how they are looking. It has got a bit greenish texture, in it because there was a bit more of coriander and less of orange. And now let's check at the tikki. Now it's time to overturn it. It's risky whether it will break or it will stick. Let's see what happens. Here we go. It's breaking. Oh, God save me. At least it has retained its shape, and now the other part you need to retain the shape. So cook it on low flame because it's a thicker one, and otherwise the outside will burn and inside will remain raw. After cooking for some time, just overturn it. When you know that the texture is totally holding, that means it's done. It does not take a lot of time to cook the sago because it is already a soaked one. So you can see how the beetroot color looks. It's looking so lovely. It's like a jelly like structure. So now let's cut in between and see how it looks inside. So whether we have been able to obtain the white, orange and pink color separately. Yes, it's perfect. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Thanks for watching.